He shows that one of them, Mr. Pilch, is engaging in extracurricular activities with his maid while
Oh
his wife is
my
at the country
gosh, whoa! Man spies on his hot neighbor, then goes to clap.
This is why you should never spy on your neighbors. You'll never
Okay.
know what you might find. Our
Yeah,
story
yeah.
opens with Kale, a young high school student, and his father, Daniel, fishing in a freshwater swamp. On their way
Why
home,
was the name
they get in
Broccoli?
a deadly three-way car accident. Rip in peace,
Oh!
Dad. That was 1 year ago. Now in the present day, we see Kale asleep in his Spanish class.
Okay.
The teacher, Senor Gutierrez,
Was
throws a
good.
whiteboard eraser at him to wake him up.
Dang.
He confronts Kale and asks him why he shouldn't fail him on the spot. Then he hits him with the,
What would your father think?
"Sir, those are fighting words."
What would your father think is crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? What my father would think, I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Ow!
Now we're in court. We see Kale and his mother along with his teacher.
Wait a
the
minute.
judge, aware of Kale's recent loss, sentences him to just 3 months of wearing a weird ankle
that the dude
bracelet
from
during
Philly?
the summer holidays. Back at home, we see 2 officers
No, it's
fitting
not.
Kale with said bracelet. There is a 100-meter radius surrounding the GPS modem, and if he steps
Wait,
outside
hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Oh, yeah. I needed that fart. My fault.
of the radius or unplugs it, the popo come knocking.
Whoa!
In the
That
event
thing
he
has some
steps
stench
outside,
on it.
He has just 10 seconds before an AC-130 is called to his location.
What? Wait, what?
No cap. As Kale's
No
mother goes
cap.
into the other room to
Thanks.
pay the incarceration fee, he's left alone with the other officer.
Your
Okay.
Spanish teacher? It's my cousin.
Well, your cousin's a little bit. With nothing better to do, Kale starts his 3-month house
Oh
arrest.
my gosh, is this the... One day we're going to watch one of these movie reviews and it's going to be that meme where he was like... Y'all know what I'm talking about? Come on. I wish you could put like pictures in YouTube comments. You know what? No, I don't. There might be in there, bro.
by
I'm
binging
good.
every episode of Minute Movies. Thanks for the views. Now, what better snack to enjoy that than extra crunchy peanut butter covered in Hershey's chocolate sauce?
Extra country peanut butter is the worst thing to ever exist. I want to let you guys know that. I remember, again, one time I got peanut butter instead of extra... No, I got extra country peanut butter instead of peanut butter and it ruined my year. That happened this year. So my year is ruined. Literally, I have to wait until 2026 to have fun again and to have joy. That shit pissed me the fuck off. I'm over here getting freaking... It feels like I'm eating Captain Crunch the way it's just fucking my roof of my fucking mouth. Fuck. I didn't mean to curse that much. I don't curse. That's a lie. I curse all the time. I'm just kidding. I don't curse. As you can see, I almost said bisexual. I meant to say stupid. Wait, that sounds crazy. I meant to say like I am gay.
What, you can't handle the taste? Weak. Later, his mom comes home, disgusted at the environment he's been lazing around in.
Okay.
Relatable.
Damn,
Out of
that's a
frustration,
big-ass
he cuts
room.
the cable connection and cancels his Roblox subscription. Talk
Okay.
about tough love.
Okay.
Clean up your room.
Kale spends the next few hours doing
Not
laundry,
my Roblox
cleaning the house,
subscription.
and pounding down Red Bull. Well, that didn't last long.
Dude, that room is
Later,
huge.
Kale wakes up to the sound of a moving truck and looks out his window to find a new family moving in next door.
Okay.
He looks on with interest, though he's quickly interrupted as the doorbell rings. He opens it to find a burning paper bag.
Okay.
He puts it down with his foot, though soon realizes his mistake. He just stepped in chocolate. Okay, no, that's poop. He spots the 2
okay.
culprits and chases after them on the main road.
Dude, you said he couldn't leave his house.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
I forgot about that.
GG.
He looks down and
AC-130.
notices that his GPS tracker is flashing red. Uh-oh. He sprints back to his house, though he's a second too late. The cops pull up shortly after. As he
Aw.
lays on the ground, handcuffed, he notices Ashley. Boy, I'd much rather see her in handcuffs than me. For Kale,
what?
it's love at first sight.
Wait, what do you mean by that, bro? Like, was that some like you talking about like some bondage? Shout out to you, man. Bondage, man.
Later, he chats with Detective
Yo, who likes bondage? Put it in the comments.
Parker on the phone. She tells him that he's being let off this time, but it better not happen again. Determined to keep that promise, he assesses the GPS's range and plots out a makeshift barrier around the house so he knows where he's allowed to go. Suddenly, he spots Ashley pulling up into her driveway.
Ooh,
But
WBMW,
because he's a beta male,
X5?
he ducks down under the bushes before rushing inside to avoid being seen. Come on, Kale. Don't you know girls love confidence? Just be yourself, bro.
Just do
Afterwards,
it.
he heads upstairs to have a peek at Ashley through the window. Dude, not cool. Although, with the lack of internet and TV, I understand. A few days later, Ronnie, his best friend, knocks on the door. They haven't seen each other in ages, so Kale gives him a warm welcome. As they make their way up the stairs, Kale explains what he's been doing the last few days to satisfy his boredom. He
Okay.
hands Ronnie a pair of binoculars and reveals that he's been spying on his neighbors. He shows that one of them, Mr. Pilch, is engaging in extracurricular activities with his maid while
Oh
his wife
my
is at the country
gosh! Whoa! Okay.
club. Damn, this shit better than reality TV.
I'm not a
Facts.
stalker. These are just simple observations.
Understandable. Enjoy your viewing. Next up, he leads Ronnie to the living room and shows him his favorite person to spy on, Ashley.
Come on, man. Dude.
Later that day, Kale can be seen doing a little reach around. This is the length he has to go through to not trigger that alarm. Suddenly, Ashley appears and offers her help. The pair talk for a moment before her mom calls her away. That evening,
Nigga. Who that in the back?
Ashley doing a little
Put
ritual.
that in the bag.
This is the length he has to go through to not trigger that alarm. Suddenly, Ashley appears and offers her help. The pair talk for a moment before her mom.
Put that in the bag. Listen, man, think about it. Listen, me and you, two man. You get the daughter, I get the mom. And then get this. Anyone else who's watching gets the grandma. How we feeling? How we feeling, baby? How we feeling? How we feeling on that one?
Calls her away.
Put that in the
while his mom
bag.
is dozing off, he watches the news channel discovering a recent kidnapping in the suburbs. Boring. Let's tune into a late night broadcast of yoga instead.
What?
Ooh, I love this channel.
What?
Oh shit, I've been spotted. He ducks down before realizing that it's much too dark for her to see him. Back to the Ashley show. Her dad barges into her room and shouts at her before slamming the door closed.
What? What's wrong with her doing yoga?
Rude. After she goes to bed, he sees that one of his neighbors, Mr. Turner, arrives home suspiciously late.
Okay.
As the neighbor gets back in his car and leaves, Kale notices that it's the same as the kidnapper's car described on the news.
Oh.
A Mustang with a dent on the front bumper.
That's crazy. See, look, I'm telling you, to this day, if an Amber Alert, we get an Amber Alert and it crosses my screen, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I wonder if anyone watching this video has ever had an Amber Alert, like literally pop up. Yo, we got a green Kia Soul, and then it just passes by you. Can you imagine?
Sus. The next day, Kale decides to further investigate his suspicious neighbor. He hides behind his fence just within the radius of the GPS modem.
What the fuck
Suddenly,
is this movie,
his neighbor
dude?
spots him and approaches the fence.
What are you doing?
Kale is relieved to learn that the neighbor was simply getting confrontational with a rabbit.
Oh,
Caught you.
that's scary.
Oof, close one. Later that day, Ronnie is back at Kale's house. They talk about the recent events. Bro, I'm pretty sure my neighbor is a kidnapper. Oh, cool. Anyway, let's look at Ashley. Going for another swim, I see.
We're going swimming.
Kale hands binoculars to Ronnie, who leans in a little too far.
Oh, God.
The two boys drop to the ground, fearing that she heard the bang.
Nigga,
Kale
she didn't
peeks
hear
out the
that
window
bang.
again, and he and Ashley make eye contact.
Damn. At least he wasn't beating his shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? He could have been beating his shit for real.
Moments later, the doorbell rings, and the two boys stumble on their way down the stairs. After
It's somebody
they muster
else.
up their courage, they open the door, revealing Ashley.
What took you so long?
A suspicious
What took you so long? This is the best day ever. Can you imagine? Dude, after all that snooping and stuff, the shorty comes and goes, what took you so long? I'd be so happy. Well, I'm not saying this is relatable because I never snooped in on somebody. Well, I snooped in on their... Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, hold on, think about it. After me stalking a shorty's Instagram, okay, I'm sitting there looking there, and it's kind of like when you like their story. When you like their story, and they DM you and they go, what took you so long? That would be amazing. That would be amazing. That's literally the same scenario. That's the same scenario, like literally.
Ashley makes her way up to Kale's bedroom before grabbing his binoculars. Have you been spying on me? What? No, of course not. Awkward. Fortunately, they clutch by convincing her that they're only
I
spying.
can't lie. Hold on, bump that. This nigga's shirt is swag nowadays, low key. If you get that in a thrift store, cop it, bruh.
Spying on Mr. Turner. The potential.
Cold-blooded killer from Texas.
Right.
They mention his car's
Texas.
description, but when Ashley has a look, she finds that the fender is fine. Bro, what the heck are you doing?
Oh my gosh, dude! W method drop.
Later that night, the three teens set themselves up for a stakeout. Ronnie gets a bunch of snooping equipment from his uncle, and they proceed with a night of sussy spying. After a few hours of mindlessly watching on, they finally spot Mr. Turner pulling up. But he has a completely new whip. He opens the door of his car and leads his new friend inside. Suddenly, he pulls out a sharp knife and prepares to hit it from behind.
Oh,
The two
what?
teens look on with horror, but before he penetrates, he ends up cutting off the price tag from her new dress instead.
Okay.
Oh, he's a sugar daddy. That's only slightly less worse than a kidnapper. Well,
Yeah.
So much for that murder
Okay,
mystery.
okay.
The group ends up calling it a night, and Kale walks Ashley back home.
W.
Well, as far as he can.
Guess this is as far as you go.
The pair share a romantic moment before Kale heads back.
No!
After returning to his room, he immediately starts
got
spying on
edged.
Mr. Turner again. My boy's addicted. This time, upon looking through the camera, he sees the woman running to escape the house.
Oh,
He begins
shit.
recording the incident, but this dummy leaves the flash on. Filled with
Nigga, how was the flash? Bro, he was... First of all, that wouldn't matter, okay? If I flash out of a window from, like, across the street, no one's gonna notice. Number two, brother, nigga, I didn't even know that shit had a flash, bruh.
fear, he drops to the ground and holds the camera above his head to see what's going on. He can't see anything, so
Oh,
he
this is
stands
W
back up and
camera.
looks through the binoculars. Uh-oh, I'm screwed. Then, Kale's phone rings and he crawls across the floor to pick it up. It's Ronnie. Kale frantically explains the situation, but as he's doing so, he looks out and sees the girl getting back into her car and driving off.
Oh,
I'm
W.
sure this is normal, Kale. Every guy has a story about that one girl who got away. The next morning,
Oh,
and as
yeah, I
he's making
do.
breakfast,
Shout out to her, bro. Somebody
Kale
hit her
grabs
up
his
for me.
knife and questions his neighbor.
What are you doing in my house?
But then, Kale's mother enters the room holding grocery bags and explaining that she ran into Mr. Turner, aka Robert, at the store on her way
Kraft.
out. He
Wait, not
offered
Kraft.
to
Kelly.
change her flat tire, if you know what I mean. No, just kidding, he actually helped her with that.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay.
his mom remembers that she left the milk in her car, so she heads back to get
Oh,
it,
so did my dad.
leaving Robert and Kale alone in the kitchen. Things get tense as Robert notices Kale's GPS tracker and questions what he did. After Kale reveals that he bunked his teacher, Robert empathizes.
Low key, that tracker actually helps him not get kidnapped. It's kind of fire. It's a tracker on him. It's like an air tag in your booty hole. It's literally set up perfectly.
Citing his time in high school.
There are plenty of teachers I wanted to just kill.
Way to be subtle. A few moments later, Kale's mom returns with the milk, unlike my dad. Then,
Hey, I
Robert
said that! I said that joke! Don't take it from me.
makes an offer. Want to go out to dinner sometime? No! Later that evening, Ashley hosts a party at her house while her parents are away. Naturally, Kale gets back to his spying ways.
Okay.
After a few minutes of peeping, he spots another boy hugging and flirting with Ashley.
Oh, that's
not good. In retaliation, Kale decides to blast loud music from his rooftop to disrupt the party. Though, Ashley ends up jumping through his window to unplug the music.
Oh,
She even
yeah.
threatens to throw away his iPod, but then he admits to having been spying on her since she moved in.
Oh.
He tells her about all the small details of her personality that he's noticed.
Okay.
And somehow, Ashley's totally into this, and they
Okay.
kiss.
It's
Dope.
either the creepiest or the sweetest thing I've ever heard.
Yo, we all should try this method right here. We all should try this method. Trust me, it's gonna work just like this. We all gotta try this.
Remember, boys, sweet if you're cute, creepy if you're not.
Yep.
Unbeknownst
Sexual
to them,
assault
right
versus
next door,
W-Riz.
Robert's window has just been covered in blood. A few moments later, they hear loud thuds from outside their window. They look out and see the notorious neighbor dragging a bloodied bag down his stairs. The next day, they decide to investigate. Ronnie is tasked with breaking into his car to see what was in the bag. Meanwhile, Ashley follows Robert as he shops, so they know when he's on his way home. Ronnie manages to break into the car when Kale's phone rings.
I lost Turner.
You had one job, Ashley. Suspecting that Robert is on his way home, Kale hurries Ronnie to feed him the password to the garage.
Okay.
Meanwhile, as Ashley is driving out of the parking lot, she runs into, you guessed it, Robert tells her that he knows she's been following him. Leave me alone, you damn millennials. Boomer moment. Back at
Wow.
home, the three teens meet and discuss what to do next. Ashley tells them all to drop it, believing that they've taken things too far. Before the conversation can continue, she's once again called away by her
Miles
mother.
Teller. Is
Apparently-
that Miles Teller? I've been trying to think of the nigga's name the whole time. I'm sorry. Thank you. My fault. That's his name, right? Miles Teller, the dude. He's from Philly, right? Reading, PA, I think.
Your
I don't
parents'
know.
anniversary. Look
Oh,
at you
that's
still
Taylor
having
Swift.
2 parents, Ashley. Straight flexing on my boy Kale. Later at night, a determined Kale continues his investigation. He manages to find the blueprints for Robert's house and begins analyzing them. He develops a portable camera system that streams to his TV. As
Oh,
he's
wow.
wrapping up,
Who is it? I dropped my phone in his car.
bruh. Kale agrees to help Ronnie
Nice.
get his phone, but first, he needs him to break into Robert's garage with camera in hand. Okay. In the garage, Ronnie manages to find his phone, but Kale wants that bag. Same. Ronnie spots the bag in the corner of the room, exclaiming that it smells horrible. Ugh, I can see hairs in it. Don't take that out of context. Suddenly, the garage door begins to close. A panicked Ronnie runs into the house. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. In an effort to save his friend, Kale arms himself with a bat and runs over.
Okay.
Meanwhile, ankle bracelet go brr. Damn, they're fast. Listen, my friend is in this creep's house and there's a body. You lying, boy. Kale pleads with them to check his garage. They oblige. Upon inspecting the blue bag, they find a dead deer that Robert had hit with his car.
Wow.
I mean, technically that's still murder, right? Back at home,
No.
Kale's scolded by his mom, who reminds him that he has court tomorrow. After, she heads to Robert's house to apologize as Kale watches from his window. Suddenly, he gets a text message from Ronnie telling him to check his TV.
Oh,
Kale
no.
turns around and sees Ronnie laying unconscious through the screen. Wait a second. Psych. Just a prank, bro. It wasn't actually dead.
Wow.
idea what I just been through. Hey!
Whoa, relax, buddy. Ronnie explains that he managed to get out of
Just a prank, bro. Just a prank.
his house and didn't see anything sus inside. Kale ultimately forgives him and explains that his mom went over to apologize to Robert. Ronnie hands him the video camera so they can look over what happened. Be right back, bro. Gotta drain the main vein.
Yeah, he's
While
gonna die.
watching alone,
What?
Kale notices something. Oh shit. That's the chick that got kidnapped. Just as he realizes this, his mom is attacked by Robert.
Oh!
And it doesn't end there. He makes his way to Kale's house and plays baseball with Ronnie. Sort of. Then, Robert goes upstairs to attack Kale, but his reflection betrays him, allowing Kale to dodge. He
Damn.
sprints upstairs and tries to unplug the GPS modem, but Robert says, nah. Kale gives it his all, but it just isn't enough.
Damn.
Instead, he decides to run outside in an effort to trigger the alarm. Once again, Robert says, nah,
Yo.
overpowering Kale, knocking him out, and pulling a 50 Shades of Grey. Kale wakes up
Damn.
in his bedroom as Robert threatens to pin all his crimes onto him. No, don't do me like that, bro. Unfortunately, his tears have no effect on Robert. He forces him to write down an admission of guilt, but before he can, Ashley breaks into the house. This gives Kale one last chance to attack Robert. Oh hell yeah, Ashley joins in for a quick assist.
W!
This gives the pair just enough time to barricade themselves. Ashley proceeds to free Kale while he explains that his mom is at Robert's house. He plans to make his way across the GPS radius, but he's interrupted by...
Oh!
Before he snatches them up, the two teens jump out the bedroom and into Ashley's pool, triggering the alarm on his foot. Then, he dashes towards Robert's house, breaking down the front door. Meanwhile, the officer is called to Kale's house, but he decides to finish his dinner before heading over.
Bruh, nigga eating a burger. Come on, dude. I need help!
The one time... Back to Robert's house, Kale frantically searches for his mom before uncovering the hidden crawl space under the house.
Oh,
he
wow.
breaks open the vent and makes his way inside before realizing he's too big to fit. Can't relate. Then, he hears a noise coming from somewhere else in the house and continues his search. He bangs on the walls before accidentally opening a hidden room. Inside, he discovers an operating table and multiple massive freezers.
Always an operating table.
He spots the ID of the kidnapped club girl, along with a red wig. He pushes aside the cupboard, revealing another hidden room. How much could one man have to hide?
Yeah,
in this
dang,
moment,
bruh.
the officer arrives and hears noises from within Robert's house. He enters to investigate, only to be attacked and iced by Robert. Bummer.
Terrible
Back to
cop.
Kale. He
Oh
falls
my
to the
gosh.
ground of the hidden room and into a pit of muddy water.
What the
He gets real cozy with all of Robert's previous victims.
Oh my God.
Terrified, he makes his way out. Then he finds his mom, who also got the 50 Shades of Grey treatment. Before he can cut her free. Robert quickly has Kale at death's door, but his mother's protective instincts come in clutch. Having now gained the upper hand, Kale gives Robert a tummy tuck before throwing him down the hole. Now,
Oh my
the corpse
gosh.
soup is complete. Chef's kiss. Soon after, more police pull up as Kale and his mom exit the house safely. A few days later, we see Kale getting his ankle bracelet removed by the detective.
I think you're the first one to ever get one of these things taken off early for good behavior.
Kale,
That
now
would
a
never
free man,
happen, by the
spends
way.
the rest of his summer holidays with Ashley, enjoying every moment. God, I wish that were me. Skibbity bobbity, bop bop boom.
Okay, bro. That, dude, these movie recaps are just so, like, bro, what? Yo, if you want more of those, go ahead and put ankle balls in the comments, bro.